This objective will be covered in 3 parts. In this Part 2 video, you should start to be able to compare the characteristics of the inner planets.
Venus. Venus is the second planet from the Sun and has an orbital period of 225 days. However, Venus rotates very slowly, only once every 243 days. In some ways, Venus is Earth's twin. The two planets are of almost the same size, mass, and density. However, Venus and Earth differ greatly in other areas. Venus's atmosphere. The biggest difference between Earth and Venus is Venus's atmosphere. Venus's atmospheric pressure is about 90 times the pressure on Earth. The high concentration of carbon dioxide in Venus's atmosphere and Venus's relative closeness to the Sun have a strong influence on the surface temperatures. Venus's atmosphere is about 96% carbon dioxide. Solar energy that penetrates the atmosphere heats the planet's surface. The high concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere blocks most of the infrared radiation from escaping. This type of heating is called a greenhouse effect. On Earth, a greenhouse effect warms Earth enough to allow organisms to live on the planet. But the greenhouse effect on Venus makes the average surface temperature 464 degrees Celsius. This phenomenon is commonly referred to as a runaway greenhouse effect and makes Venus's surface temperature the highest known in the solar system. Venus also has sulfur dioxide droplets in its upper atmosphere. These droplets form a cloud layer that reflects light. The cloud layer reflects the sunlight so strongly that from Earth, Venus appears to be the brightest object in the night sky, aside from Earth's moon and the Sun. Because Venus appears near the Sun, Venus is usually visible from Earth only in the early morning or evening. Therefore, Venus is commonly called the evening star or the morning star. Missions to Venus. In the 1970s, the Soviet Union sent 6 probes to explore the surface of Venus. The probes survived in the atmosphere long enough to transmit surface images of rocky landscapes. The images showed a smooth plain and some rocks. Other instruments carried by the probes indicated that the surface of Venus is composed of basalt and granite. These 2 types of rocks are also common on Earth. The United States' Magellan satellite orbited Venus for 4 years in the 1990s before the satellite was steered into the planet to collect atmospheric data. Magellan also bounced radio waves off Venus to produce radar images of Venus's surface. Surface features of Venus. From the radar mapping produced by Magellan, scientists discovered landforms such as mountains, volcanoes, lava plains, and sand dunes. Volcanoes and lava plains are the most common features on Venus. At an elevation of 3 kilometers, the volcano Ma'at Mons, which is shown here, is Venus's highest volcano. The surface of Venus is also somewhat cratered. All of the craters are about the same age, and they are surprisingly young. This evidence and the abundance of volcanic features on Venus's surface has led some scientists to speculate that Venus undergoes a periodic resurfacing as a result of massive volcanic activity. Heat inside the planet builds up over time, which causes the volcanoes to erupt and cover the planet's surface with lava. However, scientists think that another 100 million years may pass before volcanic activity again covers Venus's surface with lava. Venus's surface is very different from Earth's surface, which is constantly changing because of the motion of tectonic plates.
At this point, you should be starting to be able to compare the characteristics of the inner planets.